Hi. So I was building this yesterday and had to make myself get off. I've got 13 pages done in chapter 3 of Test and Love. 6 pages the day before yesterday, and one early yesterday morning, and then 6 pages again last night. So, uh, I didn't get to 14. I was kind of upset about that, but I'll deal. Uh-huh. Okay. So, so anyway, we've done Dreamlight Valley and Backgammon and Roblox already. And we just need to do something to fill in the time. I don't know if I'm going to be talking the whole time because I'm a little out of it today. Not like sick, just a little out of it. Um, Although I think I'm a lot more awake now than I was then, so. So I'm gonna say this part now, because I think it'll be good to say it now, that I write books, and they're available on Amazon in hardback, paperback, and ebook. And, they are, there are, 6 of them are the Rolling Sea. And it depends on there. Depends on which part you're talking about as to if it's the um traitor I mean beginnings or traitor part, but they are Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, Test and Love. And then there's my children's series, which is adopted, and the first book is Coral. Because, we're going to adopt a lot of cats, maybe a dog, after we don't have Sam anymore, um, into our life. And, yeah, I'm trying to get him to like dogs um, through one of the families that I watch because they have cats and dogs. And they were thinking about adopting, they're a hybrid, like, I think they're a hybrid, like, Labradoodles, but, some other mix. So they weren't Labradoodles, but, some kind of mix like that I had never heard of. And the, the guy that is usually on there to, I'm pretty sure it's the guy and his wife. And anyway, the the one that talks is the guy, and um, he's got kind of a thick accent. One, two, three. So So I can understand most of what he says, but um, I don't think I really understood what he was trying to say with the name of the dog breed. So, but they're if you watch them, they're the family with the huskies, and they're always doing silly things like um they get plastic cups and like make they'll make like a barrier out of those plastic cups, and the um fur the fur members of the family know that they're not supposed to knock it over, but they're like, how the heck am I supposed to do this? So then they knock it over anyway. Or like they'll just knock it over because they can't get past, and if you can't get past, you can't get the treat that daddy's holding or mommy's holding. So, yeah. So, anyway, they're a fun family to watch. So, I was watching, um, I was watching, Family Feud when it popped up in the notifications for YouTube. You know, the Family Feud kept popping up, and one of them, um, like I was adding videos to the list, and one of the videos said Steve Harvey got scared and almost walked off stage, and I watched it, and no, he didn't. Why say that? Because he really didn't. Or maybe it's just my perception that he didn't. I don't know. Somewhere in my stuff I have Steve Harvey kicked the racist contestant off his um, off the stage, and I haven't seen that one yet. But like, why would? Okay, I'm just saying, if you are a racist person and you know that the game show host is a black man, why would you go on the show? It just does not make any sense to me. I've been wondering that ever since. So you would think that I would watch it, right away to find out what happened, but no, I haven't watched it yet. But I liked when he was, you know, I don't know if he still has that, but he had a talk show. And one, two, three. And he was giving out good advice. And, just being himself. And I loved it. But I didn't get to watch it very often because I only got to watch it if it was on, um, if I was on when it was on, and I don't even know what channel or YouTube channel or whatever it was that I was watching it on. Yeah, I don't even know where I was watching that. But the one episode, this lady was like, we've been dating for 6 years or whatever, and and he's like, you need to ask him, or you need to tell him, like, we go to the church or we're breaking up, something like that. And everybody's like, yeah, yeah. And, I just liked what he had to say that day. But like I said, I still don't know what channel I was watching it on. Or, if it was on a YouTube, and I don't know. But I do know that in my story, we finally got, okay, so I was telling you yesterday, um, Sean goes, Sean went into the living room, saw Morgan counting kids as they come home from, their various dates. So, saying counting kids probably means, actually counting the teenagers as they come inside. Um, but anyway, she's taking count of who is home and who isn't. So then, if there's somebody who isn't home yet and it's curfew, there either going to be in big trouble or we're going to have to figure out, what happened to them. Well, anyway, not the subject of the chapter there, that part of the chapter. Technically, I could break this all up into a lot smaller chapters, but it's all part of Adam getting dropped off. And then there's the problem of, then there's the problem of we've got to, oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. Anyway, then there's the problem of we've got to get, uh, Sean back home again. So I was gonna have him. I was thinking of having him fly them out of where they were going to, and still had the problem of trying to get Sean home. But I ended up doing another thing. So, so, so Morgan doesn't want to give permission to ride that motorcycle, to drive that motorcycle all the way to the airport and back at first. But then the biker ninja shows up and the biker ninja's got the keys. Morgan keeps those keys on her at all times. So had the biker ninja get them? We don't know. I didn't write that in. Like, I could have gone into more detail and made the book even longer, but I didn't. Um, I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Because, like, right now, if I was writing this again, I probably would have put in more details and had, like, a 600-page book. Because it's 400 pages right now, but I think all those little details that I want to build, that I should probably put in would take that long. Um, or at least I think they would. But I kept it pretty much the way I wrote it. And I'm changing little things here and there because they just don't sound right anymore. Um, like like I had Fly Out. I had Fly Out, and we changed it to. Oh, I don't know what we changed it to, but it sounded better. You know, it was more of a flying term than just fly out. Uh oh. There we go. Um, because they get to the anyway. Sean negotiates with the biker ninja to get the keys to the motorcycle. She gets the keys um to Adam's uncle's big black truck, and she drives the big black truck over to Madison's house. Apparently, the aunt is named Madison in this one. I could have sworn that she was Molly in the other one, so I'm gonna go in there and change it to Madison. Um, so I like that better, and and um, all of my nieces and nephews, um, all of my nieces and nephews, and some of my aunts and uncles are in my book in some their names are in my book in some way or another. um and like a couple of my characters, literally James and Cheryl are, we usually call him Uncle Jimmy, but James and Cheryl are in my book the way that they are, um, because I couldn't think of anything, any other names to put together, and that one kept popping into my head, and I'm like, okay. But I don't think I will ever have my mama in my book. And, okay, technically, my mom is in my book as a. Oh, I can't tell you about that because if I do, then you'll know what the secret on the island is. I want you to buy it and read it. But anyway. Oh no, her name is Constance, not okay. No, never mind. Um, well, we'll get one in there somewhere where um, where they're there, but I don't think I will ever put Mama in there because I think it would make me cry, or at least be sad when I'm writing it. Or maybe, okay, so one of my books, um, or one, yeah, the one of the books that isn't written yet, there will be Sean's writing partner in kindergarten. And for some reason, Ashley goes with William to drop off Sean and Jesse, and she meets or at least sees that writing partner and get super jealous and or maybe just angry, I don't know which. Um oh, Pookies. I forgot. These gotta be a little bit wider. Um do those all have classrooms? I mean chalkboards. That's got a chalkboard. That's got a chalkboard. That's got a chalkboard. That's got a chalkboard. And that's got a chalkboard. Good. Okay. 'Cause that's what they're supposed to have. Did I line these up correctly? Oh, I did. So see how this has got 1, 2, 3. This is where the chalkboard is. Okay, so I lined these up right. Um, so it doesn't look like it, but they are just slightly longer. So I probably will not be on here until 11, but I will be on here um at least until 10 because I want to finish my book. So um they end up going all the way down to the ship, to the rolling sea. And in a crate in the cargo room, I believe this is the rolling sea number 2. Um in the crate in the cargo room is Morgan's motorcycle. And so they've got to get that motorcycle all the way um all the way out of the cargo room, and you know um they've got to get it all the way from the cargo room to Madison's house. So they Sean gets ordered to blindfold Adam because the only way they're getting that up the stairs is to actually go the secret passageway route, which doesn't have stairs. So, I mean, they're two strong guys, so they probably could have lifted that motorcycle, but I don't know. So, anyway, they do it this way, and 1, 2, 3. So Adam is blindfolded, and he's like, "Why do I have to be blindfolded?" And Sean explains that the only way that they're getting it up up where they need it to be, is to go the secret pass, the secret passageway. 1, 2. That's not what it meant. Okay. Um, is to go the secret passageway, but he's not being told that it is a secret passageway. But anyway, so they get it up there, and Sean gets on. He tests out the brakes, and oh well, he he tells Adam, get on, because you know they're gonna have to ride double. And 1, 2, 3. I don't know why I thought the motorcycle would be faster than, like, say, Morgan's Trans Am or Morgan's Trans Am, or like go to town and there's Sean's Bugatti, but I think Sean's Bugatti shows up later in the series. It doesn't show up now because he's not 18 yet. Anyway, so um he drives it. Adam gets on and says, "This better not show up on any social sites," or you know, yeah, I think any social sites. Maybe I didn't word it exactly that way, but close enough. Um, and Sean says, "Yeah," because he'll get teased. Um, he'll get very very teased if he. Uh, if this shows up on any sites. So I didn't go that route to where he gets all the way to teased. I just had him take Adam and there we go. I just had him take Adam to Madison's house. So literally, he drives from the ship, down the gangplank onto the dock, up the dirt path, and finally gets on the road. Well, it's probably the dirt road at that point, but anyway, the dirt road, and then gets onto the regular road, and they drive to Madison's house. Well, I just figured out something. Sean has no idea where Madison's house is, so how's he know? So maybe that's something I ought to address. How did you know where my aunt's house is? I just thought of that. But anyway, I may just leave it. I don't know. Because you would think that Sean would have gotten so jealous that he followed Adam to his aunt's house. I don't know. Maybe Sean's not that petty. I have to, you know, I didn't think of these things when I was originally writing it. One, two, three. I just didn't. It just made sense at the time. And one of the parts, my husband said it sounded like the second ninja stuck around and got a show and or watched a show, and that's not the way I wrote it. And it was very interesting to figure out what they thought of that scene, because I sent that same scene to my sister, and she figured that somebody was getting unalived the way she was hearing it. So it's like, okay. My husband thinks that so the ninja and Sean were supposed to have a date. But he well, I mean, he's talking about, when him and the ninja are gonna are supposed to have a date, sometimes he argues, so she brings in the second ninja to make sure that he gets handcuffed to his bed. Um, so, so I specifically wrote, she left the room, the second ninja left the room. Um, but my husband was still hearing that she was sticking around and watching the date. And I'm like, but I wrote that. So I don't know what he was thinking. Anyway, so then I sent it to my sister, and I'm like, okay, what's the first thing that you think? And she said something totally different. And I'm like, okay. Maybe it was a different scene than I sent her, but anyway, she assumed that somebody was getting unalived, and I'm like, okay. It's like it depends on what you're doing at the time as to how you feel about things or what situations are going on in your life at the time. So, how you see things may be different depending on what you're doing. And to me, it sounded like, she was there. She helped, get him handcuffed. And then she left. Because she needs to go out and have a date with Jesse. But that's not how they were seeing it. And it was, weird. But I was thinking, like some women when they're having that time of the month, or as I put it, being a girl, um, they get grumpy, so they see things a certain way. Or, well, to get more than grumpy, to get downright angry sometimes. Um, but like they see things one way when they're having that problem, and then another way when they're not anymore. Like they may be telling their husband, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, when they're on, but then when they're off, that's, I love you, I love you, I love you. And he's gonna put, if it's meant to be, he's gonna be like, okay, I understand she's, going through that, and I'll just put up with it. But then on the other hand, he might get, he might get upset. So you never know. Um, yeah, so we got about half an hour left. Because I'm going to end the, I started early today. And that's because I finally figured out, I was, not I finally figured out, I finally, was awake at the time I needed to feed the goose on Dreamlight Valley. So we started out with Dreamlight Valley today, and then we went to backgammon, and anyway, we wanted to backgammon and um, Theme Park Tycoon 2 on Roblox. I was really struggling to remember what it was called. Um, anyway, did that, and then now we're on here. So hopefully I'll have enough time to, um, hopefully I'll have enough time and patience to get 7 or 8 pages done. Again, I'm making myself the deal that if I can get at least 6 pages done, then I can play my games. I will probably want to come back on here at like 8 o'clock because there should be a skunk that wasn't there this morning. I mean, earlier this morning. There should be a skunk that isn't there earlier in the day. And there should be another goose. But I have to get there at a certain time. I think it's like only 6 to 8 that the goose is there. So hopefully we can make like a really short video. Go and find the goose, feed it, be done. I doubt it. I'm seriously doubting it. But I can sure try. Because that game is so fun, and I love collecting the resources. And I got really confused this morning because I'm like, I have, okay, yeah, well, anyway, I'll say I have like 9 chests. Yes, 9 chests. Because there's, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. So, anyway, I had to think about it. Anyway, there's 9 chests, and the, um, the purple one was missing. And I'm like, what the heck? I wish there was a color purple for the chest because then I could go and know that that's the purple chest. But it doesn't work that way. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Why is this 4? Oh, because it's supposed to be 3. Oh, I get it now. Okay. Anyway, so the purple one was missing, so I went and had to make room for it and get it all correct and everything. And because I have the flowers in the living room at the moment, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way or if I'm going to put up some of the furniture in the living room, in the bedroom, and do it that way or what, because I don't know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. No, wait, that's supposed to be 1, 2, not 3. Huh? Oh. It is supposed to be 3. Okay. Oh, we never put in the, I just realized we never put in the, or the floor, apparently. Um, yeah, I don't really know. Oh, well, I was talking about Dreamlight Valley, but anyway, in my story, so they stop at Madison's house, and the we're calling her the biker ninja at that point. So Ninja One, but we're calling her the biker ninja this time. Um, and she's got a voice changer in her ninja costume too. So you'll never find out if she's the ninja or not. Um, if she's the one going out on dates with Sean. Um, well, having dates in the house. But you're like never gonna know. Um, until you read the book. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so then you know they need a place to play, to run around, not just in the classroom and not here and not just here. They need a place to run around. I'll have to come up with something. Okay. As long as it doesn't rain, we should be fine. If it does, we'll have a problem. Did I never put a roof on there? Thought I did. Okay, so there's 3 of them do. The other one doesn't. Really? I mean, the other 2 don't. Weird. Okay. So, anyway, they get to Madison's house and the biker ninja's there, and she says that Adam's uncle wasn't very nice to her, so Madison and the uncle, because I didn't know what name to put, so I didn't address that issue of what his name is. It's just my uncle when Adam's talking about him. So, he's not important. He's just, I guess he's kind of part of the scenery. I don't know how you would say that, but yeah, he's not important to the story at all, except for that he's the reason why Adam needs to leave so quickly. Because the uncle doesn't like Adam because he's poor and he doesn't talk correctly all the time. Like like he would say, I've got to go to the bathroom, and Madison will, Madison will correct him and say, you need to go to the bathroom. Something like that. So anyway, this isn't a blood related aunt because Adam uh, Adam lives with his brother and sister in law, and and their parents got into a car accident or something. I can't remember what I wrote in. But anyway, I think it was a car accident. And um, anyway, so his parents aren't alive anymore. And come on. There you go. Anyway, so his parents aren't alive anymore, so he's being brought up by his brother. And you don't have to worry about him because he's going to go back to California where he lives. He's going to get an excellent job and an excellent girlfriend. Of course, uh, she's got a strange past, but she's not in this book. Um, she's not in Test and Love. She will be in a future book though. So when the next captain gets appointed, um, Sean and Ashley's invite Adam to be, to visit and be on the ship with them. And Adam brings his, well, I guess she's gonna be the wife at that time. At that point. So, so Adam brings his wife, Robin, and and they bring their daughter, Jessie. Jessie. So it's the girl version. Um, so on book form, on audio, it's gonna be confusing, but in the book, it'll be really easy to tell if it's Jessie Pendragon or if it's Jessie Baker. Okay. Oops. Okay. So I'm trying to do, except for the tracks. Because I'm sure we've got tracks in here somewhere. Except for the tracks. Do we? I know we do in the version that's supposed to be the 4th of July parade. I've been neglecting that. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so except for these, I've been trying to keep no redstone in this entire build. So I will have, you know, I might have the stuff from my add-ons. Like chairs and couches and benches and stuff. But I will not have any redstone if I can help it. Um, Dang. I thought I had this to where it was all set up and ready to go. Well, we'll have to work on that one these days, won't we? Oh boy. Look, snow. The funny thing is that it could be snowing there, raining here, and it will most definitely be, if I ever get there. Oh, there's the end. Okay. Anyway, it'll most definitely be snowing on 3 floors of this building. I think the snow either starts here or here, but I think it starts here. And so it's like rain, snow at that point, and then snow and snow. So you see the snow? Yeah. But it's only like that in certain parts of that building. Wow. Anyway, we still have some houses to recolor, and then we'd be able to put up all the wood. As soon as we get done with the houses, we can put up all the wood. And, the buildings are going to get built with concrete or um, whatever else I want to make them out of. Because I had the hardware store out of. Um, I had the hardware store being made out of the I think it was the copper, but the copper colored copper. I made sure that it was copper colored copper colored copper. Oi, try saying copper colored copper 5 times. Bet you can't do it. Um. Oh, I don't even have Twitch open. I'm sorry if anybody's trying to talk to me because I really don't have Twitch open. Oh, I don't see Twitch at all. No! Yes. Okay. That's better. Oh, wow. He's doing the. Oh, wow. Okay. So, Twitch. Um. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so, NIADEB, so Nia Deb? Not sure. _19 was trying to talk to me. And I feel bad because I didn't even have Twitch open. So, yeah. Um, and I messed something up by trying to get Twitch open. So, um, yeah, so we got like 11 minutes, and we really need to go back there and finish those portables. I do not plan on going over, but if I do, it's kind of okay because, we could go until 11, but I really don't want to go until 11. I want to finish some more of that chapter. I'd like to get to 21 pages done, Um, I got 13 done. 21 pages would be 7 pages for the last 3 days. Well, it would average out 2, but yeah. But still, it would make me happy. Um, yeah, I keep telling myself I want to play the video game, but then you know, but then there's another voice in my head going, "You need to finish the chapter." So, yeah, it's like, do I listen to I need to finish the chapter, or do I listen to play the video game? And so far the book has been winning out. So, and I'll be on like page 75 or so when I get done with this chapter. So I'll be like super happy because there's 410 pages. I want to say it's 409 or 408, but we'll just call it 410 for now. There's like 410 pages, and I'll be on 75. By the time I get to that point. So, um, anyway, by the time I get done with this chapter, I'll be at 75. So that will be almost 1/4 done, and that would be awesome. And I think, what did I come up with? Okay, so this chapter is 61 with, okay, wait a minute. 51, 50, 49, 48. If I did my math right, it's about 48 to go now. So the next chapter is 24. So, okay, I wouldn't be at the 100 mark yet, but when I get done with 25, I'll be over the 100-page mark. So that would be a fourth done. Anyway, and it'll feel really good. I'll feel really happy, and yeah. So this one I might get done by the end of March, something like that. Might. I'm gonna try my best, but and this one's one that I've been wanting to work on. One of the next one of the next books will see a new character, and I'm really looking forward to that. And hearing that character on audio because it should be cute. So mostly I have animals that do not talk, but then there's like animals with personality. Not saying they talk, but there's animals with personality, and it's like they said this and it's like they said that. So I gave them a voice to say whatever they're like saying. Wow. It's just like so far above. And it had to do that so we could have the part that goes down to the water, the dirt path, going down to the water. That's the whole reason why that is like that. Okay, so let's put a roof on this building. And then we'll see what we can try to finish um, we'll see what we can try to finish afterwards. Because to stick to my original goal of I would like to, um, oh, that's not too bad. It's only an hour and something. Anyway, to stick to my original goal of, um, trying to end at 10, I've got 5 minutes. So I still cannot believe that we have 205 episodes of this. I, I've got other people, I've got people I watch and they're like, this is the 1000th episode or something like that. And I'm like, wow. So I was like, you know, I've already started this, but I think I had already started this. Or, they're like, it's the 10,000th day and the 250th episode or something like that, and I'm like, I want to keep track like that. So I started this, and I think I think it was like maybe 3 days into it that I decided to put on figured out how to put the counter on. Maybe I had it on right away, but I think it was like the third day. And I hadn't built much yet. I think I was still building the ground under the mansion. Anyway, I can't wait until I'm all done with the house coloring, and I'm going to have to figure it out because I haven't been back there in a very long time. So there's people playing a new game called Hightail. And I still haven't seen a video with Hightail in it to see if I might like it. I don't think I'm going to, but it's supposed to be like the new Minecraft. And I don't know about that. So anyway, um, while my husband's not home, I go and play some of the other videos, Minecraft videos, Disneyland videos, um, um, Family Feud if it's on there, the Huskies, Todd, the Chronicles of Todd. Um, what else is on there? Oh, the Don't Stop Meowing family and extended family. Um, all of them. I'll go and play those on the TV, and then I'm playing the I'll go and play those on the TV to where I can hear them, but also I can hear I also play um, the Dreamlight Valley videos on my computer. So I know it sounds like a lot, but it kind of helps me. Um, I don't think I was focusing yesterday, but you know, other days I've been able to focus really well on my story with all that noise in the background. So, speaking of noise, I still want to come up with a way to have, you know, sounds in the background. Like if there's a motorcycle scene, have a motorcycle sound. If if they're out on the ocean having that uh, dagger juggling show, we hear the ocean. We hear the ooh ah, when Sean and Jesse catch the next um catch the next dagger, stuff like that. I really want to do that. So I think I will land here. Okay, roof, 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 roof. This one's got a roof, but that one doesn't. And this one looks shorter. What the heck? No, it's just optical delusion. Okay, so I will land here then. Because it needs a roof. Oh, see, I started. So, I know I said this at the beginning, but I write books and they are available on Amazon to purchase. I think a couple of them are on that KDP borrowing thing, but but and that would be a good, that would be a good way to introduce you to my book. Um, but I would really rather people buy them. But like maybe you borrow it and then you find out, ooh, I love this series, and then you go and buy the next one and the next one and the next one and the next one. You know, and I say about the ebook because ebooks are significantly less uh less pricey than an actual book and doesn't take up so much room in your um house. You don't have to have a bookshelf for an ebook. And as far as I know, it can go on an iPad. It can go on an and Android tablet. It can also go on your phone. Um, it can probably go on your computer. I have no idea. But anyway, yeah, it can go on like any of those devices, and you can read it anytime you want. So, anyway, like I said, um, my pirate books are all The Rolling Sea, and the first three are the beginning series. The second three are the Traitor series. So they are Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times. And then they are Esperanza's Party, The Island, and Lessons in Love. And like I said, coming eventually for both of them, The Rolling Sea Beginnings Book 4, Finding Love, and the Rolling Sea Traitor Book 4, Test and Love. And then there's my children's series, which is called Adopted. And the first book is Coral. It just introduces Coral and tells you how she got into the family. And oops, how did that happen? Anyway, it just tells you how she got into the family, and I think she introduced you to Sam and Ben and Sam. Well, for her book, it might have been it might have been Sam and Ben, but anyway, um, so it's just a story about how Coral got into the family, and then coming eventually will be Ben's story, which isn't really that eventful, but I'm gonna come up with something. Um, it's not that eventful. Literally, the lady upstairs was allergic to Ben for some reason. Ben's dad is this big old fluffy cat, and then there was, um, apparently the roommate said that his cat was fixed, but then it turned out that, um, twer- okay, I think both of them said that their cat shouldn't be able to make babies to the room, to the to their roommate, and it turned out that both cats could make kittens. So apparently they got together, gave each other that extra special kiss, and Ben was born in January of 2013. Oh, Pookies. Anyway, so and and again eventually will come Sam's book. Sam's book is significantly more action packed because he got chased by a big old dog. Hence his his kittenhood trauma about, why he doesn't like dogs. He just thinks they're all anytime he sees one, he just thinks it's going to be big. And, even if it's a Chihuahua sized dog, he sees it as that big thing that chased him. So, so I'm gonna go over there, and I am either gonna take pictures with permission, or I don't know if I can get in trouble for just taking pictures and not actually having permission. But the idea is that I want to take a generic picture of where the dog was, and where the dog lived, and then take a generic picture where my sister's probably going to have the doctorate a little bit to make sure that the address isn't there. It just shows number 4, but it shows 204 and 4. So um so I don't know if she's gonna have to edit that or not. But anyway, I don't know how to do it. Edit a video with Fillmore and Wondershare when we get to get it back again. Yeah. Edit a picture. No, I'm not very good at that. Um, yeah, I'm just not very good at that. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and used to say Life on the Farm. Now it says Misty. Um, but anyway, whatever her name, whatever her channel is. Um, I watched that one too because she's from Mississippi, and apparently her son just got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and we don't know why. I mean, she doesn't know why, and she's like one of those, we don't go to the doctor unless it's really important, and she's trying to figure out why, because you're I don't understand what a pancreas has to do with type 1 diabetes. I really don't. I don't get it. I thought they were two different diseases, because you got like pancreatic cancer and you've got diabetes. Um, I don't understand. But she does have some medical learning, so maybe she knows something that I don't. But I'm not entirely sure she's understanding the problem. I'm not understanding the problem. I know that. But I'm not a doctor, but I'm not sure that it's being understood correctly. And they just seem to be wanting to put a band-aid on it, like he's diabetic, he needs insulin. But she's met some people that were like able to reverse it, so I don't know. Anyway, I watched them too. Um, watch Brianna plays, Preston plays, Waddles, Unspeakable. Whole bunch of people that I used to watch for their. I mean, Brianna plays, Preston plays, and Unspeakable. I used to watch for their. Um, how did that work? Oh, I know how that worked because I messed up over here. Um, anyway, I used to watch them for their Minecraft content. And they get on Minecraft every once in a while, but, um, like, they get on Minecraft every once in a while, but one of them's on a brain rot kick that's, um, unspeakable. And the other one seems to be on 99 Nights in a Forest. Well, 99 Nights in a whatever it is that day. I just don't see the appeal. But that's me, so. I kind of think that it would be better to have it that way, um, above and below the window. Anyway, so, yeah, I kind of like that. As opposed to, yeah. Well, I don't think we're
going to do this on all the windows at the moment, but we will do it on this one. Yeah, I kind of like that. My sister's going to be like, like if she ever gets to get on here, she's going to be like, how'd you do that? Or she'd probably be like, why did you do that? Be like, it looks nice. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay. So I'm gonna park right here, apparently. And, only problem is that I don't have anywhere to, stay out of the rain. I just, I always think that maybe, when I get back on here, it'll be raining. And I'll get all wet if I don't have an enclosure. There we go. This is making me claustrophobic, but, just a little bit. Okay, it's not as bad though, because, even though the glass is literally right above my head, I can see through it. Anyway, if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please, like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell, and please get those valid public watch hours up. I was very happy to find out that it went from 1514, I think it was, to 1518. So thank you. And if you're watching me on Twitch right now, that is called Twitch, yes. Um, please follow and chat, and I will see you in the next stream or video.